Hello? Hello? Yeah, it's me. Um, yeah. I'm actually gonna commentate this parkour. I have something kind of interesting to talk about. Has nothing to do with Minecraft, actually. Has to do with a whole different game, which is very weird if it's not on that game. But anyway, um, I'm sure whoever's been watching for quite some time has noticed. Oh, and this is a live commentary. So I have no script, no nothing to go by. So uh yeah. And gameplay is happening now. So anyway, what I am wanting to talk about is of Dead by Daylight. If you've been watching for quite some time, you'll know I've posted maybe a couple videos of Dead by Daylight. Uh, why am I talking about it though? uh, The reason why I'm talking about it is because it's the other game that I play the most besides this game. Um, if you guys want to see more Dead by Daylight content, do let me know. Actually, um, it'd be interesting to see how that goes. Uh, Usually I play Killer on that game since uh, the game is not quite in a good spot right now, and that's kind of why I'm commentating to make a post about it. Uh, but speaking of a post, I had made a post on Reddit. Wow, me, woohoo, making a post on Reddit. Um, it was it's kind of meant to be a harmless post. Cause I don't really post on Reddit. I usually post there to get some help. But this time was different, and I had made a post about something I just had a feeling for that I needed to make because it's like, bro, it's gone on for too long with what's going on in the Dead by Daylight world. I just think it's like time for a big change. Either a big change or just like we need to get something fixed like ASAP. Because I love the game just as much as I love playing this game, Minecraft. But man, dude, I can't. It's just rough, bro. It's like a love hate relationship with the game, as with most, you know, I guess try hard games there are, like League and stuff like that. Um, but I just feel like Dead by Daylight's, you play with as Survivor and you have friends, you play it with friends and have fun. But it's like you can't even have fun, you know what I mean? It's like if you play Dead by Daylight, you kind of know that. Like it's hard to have fun when all you do is just like start the game and you're like dead within the next 10 seconds. Sure, you can say it's skill issue, but I don't think so. I just think something just needs to change, bro. Um, let's go number 4. Damn. Oh, and you can't check. Okay. Um, but anyway, I made a Reddit post and it was just a simple post. Like, it may come off as rude because the title's like, bro, what's wrong with the devs, bro? Seriously, what's wrong with them? But it's like, I'm just genuinely curious, like what is going on over there at like the dev team? Is like, are the higher ups like the publisher or something like screwing something up? Did I already do this before? Okay, anyway, yeah, it's just like, dude, what is going on? But the post was, if for those who know, the game's about doing generators as survivor, and you're a killer, you kill, blah blah blah. I try to escape, but like one of the generators had an object in them, a can with a lit bonfire, basically, and you can't do the gen. The gen isn't like generator, uh, but like that's the whole point of like a survivor. Do the generator. But how are you supposed to do a generator if it's completely blocked? Like, I don't know, man. It just blows my mind what's been happening over there. I mean, it's been happening for quite some time, I will say. Probably since when Wesker came out, there have been like really annoying issues. Not enough to, harm the game, but like, I mean, a generator that you can't do, which is the whole point of the whole game. Yeah, it kind of, it kind of goes like a little too far in my opinion. I've seen some like comments on the post saying like, well, it's procedurally generated, so you kind of expect it to happen like that. But I'm like, yeah, I get that, but like the game's been out for quite some time. You know, you would think for all this time, you would have the idea of how, you know, procedurally generating would work. Not only that, the game has public test builds, using us as, how, how do you say it? Like QA testers, not test subjects, but QA testers, using us as like a QA test in a sense. But then, like, it doesn't even feel like that anymore, honestly. I don't even think it's like a build to test anything. It's just more like, oh, you want to play something early that we have coming out? Okay, we'll just switch to this branch and then you're good. I was like, it doesn't even, I don't even know what it's for anymore, honestly. Just strange, dude. Like, why have a test build when, I don't know, you're not gonna do anything? I don't know. It's crazy to me. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, why put that out there, man? Uh, I don't know. But yeah, I was like, I get some of the points that some people are making, like, but it doesn't make sense to me, man. I was like, if you work at a place, kind of like it's your job. Everybody likes to have their dream job, yes, but and I know you can't please everyone, but it's like the whole generator not being able to be done. It's kind of like making a sandwich at a pizza place. I don't know if that makes any sense, bro, but that's kind of how I'm feeling with the whole situation that me and my friend had experienced. I think it was somewhat last night. It's just like, dude, man, if we could get like that labor of love for Dead by Daylight, let's halt the brakes for a second and let's just like focus on the bugs, man. I mean, that's exactly what Minecraft did with, I think, 1.15. Greatest thing they've done, I would say. Obviously not. Worst thing they've done was obviously go from 1.8.9 to 1.9 with the whole PvP update, but I think it's gotten better. I mean, I've seen some fancy clips, people doing some cool PvP things, you know? It's more skill instead of just clicking all the time, you know? But anyway, if we could get something like that, which I know they are going to do at some point, I think they've mentioned it before, um, especially after the whole Walking Dead collaboration. That was, I feel bad for whoever was there and had to deal with that, but at least they got to do it offline. But still, man, it's embarrassing. I hate to laugh, but it's just like, dude, come on, bro. You really want to do something good, you know, make it fun, have a good time, show off something cool that you guys worked on, and then it just flops, man. Not in a good way, I would say. It's like I guess maybe good way, bad way as well. Good way is in like they can actually figure it out and fix it for, in the future, but sometimes when the damage is done, it's done. It'll take a long time to get people. For that stuff. It's kind of how trust works, I guess, but it's kind of silly for a game. But if you know, I guess. If you kind of understand what I'm saying, that's all I need. But I'm just hoping sometime quickly, I would say, in the future, we can get everything situated with Dead by Daylight. Let's go back to a somewhat normal game, not just, jumping the gun and changing values and numbers, percentages, all that stuff, just to change up the game and see if it'll work. I mean, I'd hate to sound like a poo-poo head, but it's like when you do stuff like that and the community's already like annoyed, it's kind of like you're just doing it to, you know, oh, here you go. Hopefully this makes you happy, kind of thing. I did it just for you. It's like it doesn't, not really a good look. At least that's how I'd kind of look at it. I mean, if you guys remember the whole update they were gonna do with the tunneling and anti-camp, not being able to see who gets off on hook and all that. I was like, it was gonna be a drastic change, but then, everybody's like, bro, whoa, this is crazy. This is bad for the game. And then they jumped back on it. I was like, it can't just, can't just like change every single little thing in a massive way and then just, you know, expect it to work out, man. Okay. I don't like these kinds of levels, but anyway, Yeah, dude. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Man, okay. Anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I mean, I'll probably share some screenshots of the post and all that. I'd like to know if anybody who does play Dead by Daylight, what their thoughts are, how you think of the whole thing. Think if it's silly or not, I don't know. I just think it is, kind of a little bit. But yeah, I guess just enjoy the rest of the parkour. And if you guys want to hear more of this stuff on parkour videos, let me know. But if not, it's fine. I'm open to whatever. But yeah, enjoy.